What's up everybody? We're about to look at a sneaky little game called Hearthstone. It's a sneaky little game because you might not even have heard of it. If you haven't heard about it, you're about to hear about it. Alright, let's go.
I've been on my grind.
And now for something a little different. Hearthstone. Originally known as Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft, it is a free-to-play online collectible card game. It was first released in 2014 and since then has built up a massive following of around 70 million players a month. The game follows on the same lure of Warcraft, so anybody who's familiar with that genre and with that series will recognize a lot of the characters in this game. The game was originally invented to take a look at the appreciation of cards and collectible card games. The company at the moment is making around $40 million per month and has many different tournaments throughout the year where people can compete and win huge cash prizes. A great thing about this game is that it has a cross-platform feature, which basically allows players from any type of device to play against each other. So if you're on a Windows, if someone else is on an Apple, you guys can play against each other. It really comes down to geographical location and where everybody is located, but not down to personal devices. So the basic gameplay is you versus an opponent with your constructed deck of around 30 cards, and you will have to try and attack the person and bring their health down to 0 before they do that to you. There are also heroes which have unique powers. You will be able to pick from a few different ones. And you will have mana crystals which will cast your spells and will summon all your minions. The basic plan and idea is to just outwit, outthink your player and just get their health down to 0 and attack and kill them before they kill you. At the start of each round, you'll be given a set number of cards, and what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to take a mulligan, which lets you replace any cards that you do not want. The risk you run by doing this, however, is you have a chance of getting cards that are worse than the ones you replace. So you need to know what strategy you have, if it's a short game or a long game that you're going for, and then just believe in the heart of the cards and replace the ones you don't want and hope you get better cards. You can only do this once, however, so you just better hope that whatever you get is better than what you had. The game is turn-based and you will have a set amount of moves to do in your turn before you will end it and pass it over to your opponent. You have a set amount of mana crystals which leaves you with only a few moves to do every round, and you will also have to decide on which cards you want to play. So as the game progresses, you will decide on your strategy and bet the ways in which you will counter your opponent. Each card has unique abilities, and you will either be attacking your opponent's creatures and minions on the field, or you will be going directly for their health and their health points, basically. So as the game develops, you will slowly see and decide what you need to do, and maybe a strategy that you originally started with, you will have to adapt and change. There are a few different modes that you are able to play, which include but are not limited to standard play. You have solo adventures, there is also tavern brawls and arena mode. Each of these different game types will allow you to unlock new cards and with the possibility every time to unlock greater and stronger cards. This game does feature microtransactions, which can give players with more money a bit of a leg up and a chance to unlock greater decks and have more powerful cards from the get-go. For those of you who, however, who do not want to spend money, you can go through different game modes and unlock cards through time, effort, and hard work. So because there are so many microtransactions that go on in this game, and because this game is so popular, there are a lot of really big cash tournaments that are held every single year. There is the Hearthstone that is held at BlizzCon, the Hearthstone World Championship, Hearthstone Global Games, and these cash prizes are anywhere from $1 million to $300,000, $200,000, 90,000 down to 50, 30, 10,000. There are many tournaments throughout the year. There are also a lot of smaller competitions and smaller tournaments that have games for $100, $20. So you can actually make a very good living with Hearthstone if it is a game you enjoy and if it is a game you get good at. Like all card games, you have your good cards and your bad cards. You have common cards, epic cards, rare, and the best cards you can get, legendary. As you play with your different decks, you will unlock newer cards, rarer cards, better cards, and you will slowly develop strategies around them. You also have the unique heroes to play with their own abilities and different buffs and pros and cons as to why you would pick that person. There's the druid, the shaman, the priest, the hunter, the mage, the rogue. There's also a warlock and a warrior, all with their own perks, pros and cons. It will be up to you to decide your strategy and just work around with the cards and the hero that you have. So there you have it, the basics for Hearthstone. It is a great game to come home to and unwind to after studying or working. It is a game that doesn't require a lot of energy, a lot of concentration, and a lot of quick twitch movement in order to get the best of your opponents. So although it does require strategy thinking and in strategizing, it is a nice relaxing game to play, and it is honestly a game that anybody can get into relatively quickly, and it is a lot of fun. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go and check it out. Hearthstone is a game worth playing.
Don't ever stop, just keep on going. You keep on working, keep on growing. Yeah. I've never felt so alive. Keep working until I die.